Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back. 8:45 a.m. exactly. And we are now joined by Awqaf South Africa's CEO, and that is Zeinoul Abedien Cajee. It is always a pleasure talking to Awqaf South Africa simply because they just blow me away. Every time they have a new initiative, it is something that is so amazing, so relative, and truly something that makes a meaningful difference in the lives of the Ummah. So Zainul's here to talk to us about their latest initiative. And it is in collaboration with the South African Black Muslim conference. Well, the conference was held over the past few days. And of course, this is a follow up on the discussion we had with Tahir Maepa of the spokesperson of the conference. Zeinoul Abedien, Salaam Alaikum, welcome to the
Walaikum
program.
salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And Sister Julie, thank you for having me on your morning program. Jazakallah.
Absolutely amazing. I always love talking to you guys because I kind of wonder, about your thinking and where you people come up with these amazing initiatives. Alhamdulillah, another great initiative from Awqaf in partnership with the South African Black Muslim community. Tell us about it.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. I think we, from a general perspective, we are very concerned about Muslim development in South Africa, Muslim empowerment, and of course, broader empowerment as well of the broader community, as we see ourselves having a responsibility not only to ourselves but to our neighbors as well. And particularly, when we look at, I prefer calling it the emerging Muslim communities. So when we look at emerging Muslim communities, we find that there are definitely lots of backlogs, there are lots of disadvantages, but they also in a very strong position because they form the majority of the population in South Africa. So, in terms of where the established Muslim communities can actually come in, is to actually give support, give a helping hand, just hold hands together so we can all help each other to uplift one another. So, there may be gaps within the established Muslim communities, and I'm just amazed at the level of commitment and the level of people that we have within the emerging Muslim communities, like Professor Sheikh Dr. Zaid Langa, the brother Tahir that you just spoke to now, and Abdul Qadir, who's fondly referred to as AQ. He's a chief engineer at Colgate Palmolive.
Wow.
So these are really fantastic people, and I think that what we need to do as the established Muslim community is to find ways and means of support and upliftment. What has come out very clearly from this conference is that the initiators of the conference are very much into self-reliance, and they're looking at how can we do things for ourselves, how can we see what sort of progress can be made within the emerging Muslim communities, the so-called Black Muslim communities. So if we can provide that kind of helping hand, where we can shift some resources into the other communities, I think we will really be doing well for Islam in this country.
So, Zainul, I understand that a memorandum of understanding was entered into between Awqaf and the South African Black Muslim community. Talk to us about that because it sounds really very, very doable and very interesting indeed.
Okay, so we normally call this our like a level one memorandum of understanding. It's actually one that commits the two parties to cooperation, to collaboration, to friendship, to brotherhood, to unity, and it also talks about entering into joint projects that we can actually do together, where each party may be bringing something to the table, and we can then collaborate on specific projects. At the moment, we haven't actually identified any specific projects, but I think that going forward, we can look at research projects, we can look at empowerment projects. uh, there's lots of subgroups within the emerging Muslim communities. There's these women's groups. They had this wonderful major get together on Eid al-Fitr in Amarantia,
That's
you know.
right.
So and they're so well organized as well. And I think that it actually is an example to the broader Muslim community that here we have groups that are doing things, and we don't even know about it. So I think that this collaboration will also help us getting more insights into the emerging Muslim communities, their needs, their aspirations, and so forth. So I think that for us, this type of signing of the memorandum of understanding is a significant breakthrough. It's a significant move for the established Muslim communities to actually show that there's nothing for us to be afraid of. There's nothing for us to shy away from. We as an ummah are one ummah, and we believe in the concept of the one ummah. We may be coming from different tribes and nations and so forth, but at the end of the day, we are reciters of the same kalima. We have the same kalima in our hearts, and
Alhamdulillah.
there is nothing really that should divide us. Nothing. So
Okay. Zainul,
yeah,
just very quickly, I understand that a young student, a very bright girl, attended the conference and she requested assistance with her studies. Did Awqaf become involved there? Or is this part of that MOU where some sort of a joint venture is going to be entered into? And these are the type of people we're going to be lifting up, we're going to be assisting in realizing their dreams, inshallah.
yeah, absolutely. So one of the speakers, Brother Faisal Mkize, who's a very highly placed person at Absa Bank, and he also comes from the emerging Muslim community background, and he basically made a suggestion that if each person here contributes a certain amount of money on a monthly basis, the SABMC can actually start a bursary fund. And so
Wow.
one of the brothers in the audience took up the initiative and said, right, let's start this. And Okaf said, okay, fine, whatever you collect, we're going to double it. So
Wow.
we're going to add to that.
Alhamdulillah.
And alhamdulillah, that has happened. The other thing was, there was another sister, very entrepreneurial, who actually started something on her own. And we reached out to her as well and said, if there's anything that we can do to enhance your business now, let us talk about it and let's see what we can do. Because that's the kind of people that we're looking for. People that have got initiative, that are proactive, that are committed to what they're doing, and that can really see what they what all their energies can go into, but they lack certain resources. And how is it that we can actually supplement those resources and help them grow into maybe perhaps into big businesses,
Inshallah,
inshallah.
inshallah.
Yeah.
That's where we have to leave it, Zainu. But undoubtedly, we're going to, be on the story and keep our viewers and listeners updated every step of the way, because this is truly groundbreaking stuff as far as the Ummah is concerned. Shukran indeed for your input. Go well, and salamu alaikum to you.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and jazakallah, and have a great day.
And you. That was Brother Zeinoul Abedien Cajee. He's the Awqaf South African CEO. And shukran to you, Sister Surya Mamin Azada. She goes on to say on Facebook, we are one ummah. Alhamdulillah. I absolutely agree. Thank you, sister. Heartwarming comments Indeed. Please stand by. In a minute or two, we will be talking with Maulana Navlaki about the confusion over the permissibility of Cadbury chocolates, of all things. So do stand by.